Hello and welcome to College Station, Texas. Today, at the home of the 12th man, as the Texas A&M Aggies will set out this afternoon to open the season with a victory at Kyle Field. A top 25 showdown coming up. Two of college football's premier teams preparing to duke it out right here on this field. As we'll see, the number 12 team in the country, the Florida Gators, taking on the 14th ranked team in the land, the Texas A&M Aggies. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Gators about to kick it away and get this season started. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. First down here for the offense. Quarterback checking the play. From the shotgun, the inside give. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for two out to the 26. Now, a couple of times historically that the SEC has reached into the Big 12 during an expansion era, and the Big 12 would love to land a blow on the field here in this one.
Yeah, and I think there probably is some of that with the Big 12. A lot of these teams, they used to be in our conference, and you've kind of ruined what we had built. So we got a chance now to make a dent in this, to show you, like, we're not just your, like, little recruiting system and little farm team, Jesse. Like, we're a real conference that wants to come out and make a statement.
I agree, David. I think the Big 12 throughout the years here recently has done a good job reloading and bringing in good quality programs with a lot of talented football players and those wide open, up-tempo, high-scoring offenses that can give any SEC defense problems. Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. Just, it makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get them out of a spot.
Third down, and they'll need 5 to keep this opening drive moving. From the gun, wants to pass. Bought a little time, lets it go. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
Well, they try to throw for it there on third down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. He'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. From the gun, the give, looking for room. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. Leaves it with the back. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. They'll line up for a second down play. Off play action. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Touch pass on the run. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48.
I love the idea, and I love just finding ways to get your best players out in the open field. This pre-snap motion and using it to their advantage on that last play, I think that was a nice call.
And the Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. On the option. Only a short gain on that run. Defense played it well. So after the first down run, here's second down. Now the play fake. Fires to the tight end. Open space at the 25. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Give to the single back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
When the offense gets in those multiple tight end looks, you kind of have a good understanding of what's coming. You don't know where the ball's going necessarily, but they'll put those big old bodies in there to block, to move people, to put more mass on the field, especially once you get in this red area where you have to be able to run the football effectively. Those passing windows tend to shrink a lot.
Looking to pass on second down. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. On third and long, trying to convert through the air. Got the quick pass. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the third down, now setting up first and goal.
He'll set up to throw. Lets it go to the end zone. And the ball is picked off. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
That is one the quarterback is going to want to have back. It's touchdowns or it's checkdowns once you get down to the red zone. You can't get too aggressive and greedy trying to fit the football into small windows, and as a result, QB throws a pick.
Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, Dave, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
They'll go back to the ground. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains. Texas A&M going up tempo. Nothing the Aggies love more than saying howdy with a a strong running game.
Yeah, how do you like that first down? How do you like that ground game? Like, that's what they've got to be built on. They got to have that toughness. When the Aggies have that toughness is when you see that their best teams are competing at a high level.
After the misfire, now on second down. He'll try to do it himself. Moves up to the 34-yard line, give him a 10-yard pickup. Texas A&M ready to go with another first down.
Yeah, I tell you what, when you start a game in the first quarter and you show me I will run my quarterback like you did here, it makes me defend the whole field. It makes me a lot more nervous. You can tell this quarterback will be a threat throughout this football game.
Really nice job by the defense. They know the quarterback was outside the pocket. They were still able to get a hat on him just as he was trying to make that throw and force the incompletion.
Ball still spotted at the 34. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Forced out of the pocket. Gets rid of it. Right on target this time. Bounced off his feet. Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. That incompletion brings up 3rd down for the offense. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. It's complete. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. Texas A&M back to work with another first down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Throws toward the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Texas A&M. When this place gets loud, it starts to sway. They've renovated, reinforced, and still the rafters are shaking.
Yeah, and they still come out, and they still got the 12th man tradition. So many traditions at this school, and that's why they support and they love their team, and people want to come play.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. They'll leave it with him. And he's able to pick up a few yards as we reach the end of the first quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. Texas A&M 7, Florida 0.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. Dumps it to the back. Fires into traffic. Intercepted. He'll finally go out of bounds, but he was showing off all the skills after that interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
They'll give it to the back. Got some room into the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Aggie.
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Sending the offense back to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. He's looking to throw it. Dances away. Fires on the move. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. It is a valuable tool to have a quarterback that can extend a play like that. But sometimes you're smart to be check down Charlie and just take something easy and not invite disaster.
Because when you roll out, you're rolling out, you're cutting the field in half, right? The defense starts to run from one side to where you're rolling out to. The field kind of shrinks and it kind of becomes a little bit of backyard ball. And you can tell he forced that one in there. Didn't get the interception, thank goodness, but it wasn't a great decision.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Trying play action. They're trying to get to it. Firing to the right, complete. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
Yeah, and I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a 4th down.
Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. They wanted to set the tone, strike quickly. Jesse, they've done exactly that up to touchdown.
And this quarterback has been dialed in, too. He's been so good reading coverage, going to where the open guy is with the football. They've been up and down the field so far.
And this defense needs to make something happen right now. You've already given up a couple touchdowns. Your offense has got nothing going. Still early in the game. Get a stop. Create some momentum for your offense.
Looking to move it through the air. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Four wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that defender was just smothering the quarterback on that screen attempt. You know, the QB's taught to hold on to it to the last possible second. He had no shot trying to negotiate that defender.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And the defense is there to stop him short of the first down. And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On 4th down, going to the air. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on 4th down.
And this offense chooses to be aggressive. Listen, once you start getting to midfield, you see most offenses be aggressive, and they took their chance, and they failed. Now, early in the game, a chance to create momentum, to swing back to the other side of the football field.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for in a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Got his man in the middle. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. The Gators want to move quickly.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job. Great catch.
Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on 1st down. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. He's looking to throw, using the quick game. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Makes the grab over the middle. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. The give to the fullback. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. They'll run the option. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Gators!
And you love giving it to the big boy right near the goal line, plowing ahead. You know he's going to put 2 hands on the football, lower his shoulder. 2nd and goal. You don't need 3rd and goal, thanks to the big fella.
And the point after is good. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The kickoff team on the field, and he ought to just boom this thing through the end zone with that extra 15 yards on the penalty. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Early movement on the offense will push them back a bit. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Quick strike complete. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Now on second down. Quick completion to the right. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
And that's just a great individual effort by the wide receiver. He catches this ball way short of the sticks, but because he's able to make the defender miss, now he's able to get the extra yards and turn that into an explosive play.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. He wants to throw. He fires to the left side. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down and an excellent throw, too. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Nebraska is ahead early in Lincoln, but that's not exactly Mike Rozier out there running the ball. This game is a long way from over. They're up by 7 over North Carolina. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard, you're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum, cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the 3rd quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
Makes the pass. He's got it. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Gators in the hurry-up. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Getting some heat. It's complete to the left. At the 20, he's got space. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Florida!
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. you want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Reads it, fires complete. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Dances away from the heat. He'll pull it down and run. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
Looks as if they'll stay aggressive here. They go 5 wide on 2nd and 3. He's looking to throw. Quick completion on the out. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. Quarterback keeps it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. So in their own territory, on 4th and inches, the offense will stay on the field. He'll go to the sneak. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
And 4th and inches, you know what's coming. You know they're going to run the quarterback sneak, but it's one of the hardest plays in football to stop. You got to find a way to dive from the defensive line spot and stop the feet of the quarterback, and they couldn't do it. And listen, they only needed inches. That's what makes it so difficult to stop.
A&M comes back out with another first down. He's looking to throw it. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Trying to find his man in the middle. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Love the coverage on the back end by the defense on that play. In these scramble-type situations, the quarterback's rolling out to his right. Everything breaks down, and it really gets hard on these defenders to have to stay with their man, but a good job there by the defense.
This offense has a 2nd down play. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. He's got an open man. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. The Aggies will hustle to the line. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Quick pass on the jet motion. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and he's going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that first down.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Going for 6. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the game zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Just enough time for one final play of the half. They'll throw it on first down. Makes a connection. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Aggies will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Give to the running back. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. They'll snap it from the gun on third down. That's incomplete. Tried to set up the screen, and he dropped the pass.
You got to wonder if this offense is going to go for it here. They're trailing now by a lot. I know there's a lot of football still to go, and I know they're on their own end of the field, but just kind of get the feeling their defense hasn't gotten a ton of stops. They may need to stay out there, and they're going to need this quarterback to make a play.
And the Gators will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll call for the fair catch here. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Here on 2nd and short. He's looking to throw. Got it set up on the outside. They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit him for a first down and much more. Really good execution by this offense.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they slip in the running back screen, and behind it there was nobody there to make a tackle, and this offense generates a massive play.
Four wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. He makes the connection. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. Texas A&M going quickly. He's going to run it. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down. This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. Trying to get to him. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4. Texas A&M will line up with a 1st and goal. And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7.
Quarterback just has to be more aware of the situation. 1st down, goal-to-go situation. You cannot take a sack. So the QB, if no one's open, you got to make sure you're throwing that ball out of the end zone and helping your offense out.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. To the end zone, and it's picked off. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways to try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that off.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. The give to the back. Pushes his way for a couple and gets it to the 7-yard line. can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Takes it from the gun on third down. Going for the big play, and it's incomplete on third down.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls in.
The Gators will send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. And the returner will be brought down. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. He's looking to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Thomas. And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third down, he drops to throw. He'll pull it down. And this is why a mobile quarterback is a defensive coordinator's worst nightmare. He has just been running wild all day.
Man, that used to just drive me nuts. I couldn't stand that. The quarterback drops back to pass, scrambles around. You got me chasing you all over the field, getting close to the sideline. Stay in bounds. Please stay in bounds. Let me get a little bit of a reward for all my running so I can just put some kind of hit on you. Nope. Steps out of bounds.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
2nd and 10 after the previous play. He's looking to throw. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. Texas A&M ready to go with another 1st down.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Texas A&M 28, Florida 14.
The Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. Wide out in motion. Now they'll run the draw. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They'll try to overcome that last play on 2nd and 15. On the move. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
QBs that can run completely change your game plan. I mean, every single bit of it. You have to understand now as a pass rusher, I got to keep him in the pocket. I got to understand all the zone read concepts and the power read, and the jet read, all the different things they can do to you. So, you know, having a guy back there at the helm that can run the football, you better be alert of it from the first play to the end of the fourth quarter.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. On the option. He'll toss it. Really nice run. Rips off 6 on the play, but it brings up a 4th and 2.
Now, a 4th down.
No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Flushed out of the pocket. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. He just lost track of where he was on the field. And past the line of scrimmage, illegal forward pass, and they will back him up. They are pinned deep, and this crowd is letting them have it. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. Quarterback has to have command in those situations. You cannot afford a penalty like that deep in your own territory. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. From the gun, looking for a man. Quickly complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The Gators want to pick up the tempo.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath.
He's off to the races. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. Well, you talk about getting out of jail free. They changed that field position in a heartbeat, and now they're ready to roll. They'll throw it on 1st down. Got his man quickly. Running with pace, changing speed, showing the moves. He's down to the 30. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He'll take the deep shot. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. They've worked it down to the 30. This defense standing tall, trying to force a field goal try. He'll just keep slinging it. He finds his man. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down. And the Gators are marching down the field. Now from inside the red zone. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
It's now 2nd down.
And now on second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Uncorks one. Touchdown Gators! You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby. That big score makes the end of this game very interesting.
No doubt the offense got what they needed. More work to do, but you had to get this part accomplished first.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. South Carolina looks lost today, and boy, does it show right now on the scoreboard. Almost like the coaching staff spent the week in Hilton Head instead of the film room. They're trailing by 28 to Ohio State. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. He'll ride his man on the option. After that one, not quite so backed up as they're up to the 18-yard line.
At the 18-yard line. Brings up third down.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. Finds the big tight end. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a one-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man. He got loose. Almost housed it. Finally dragged down at the 32.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. Dances away to buy time. That's caught. It's Averill. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Texas A&M back to work with another first down. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get the close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling the close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.